Hold on, I'm
Shit,
trying to
man.
make the screen. Hold on. I'm trying to make the screen
Get right,
bigger.
get right, get right, brother. You good though? You good though? Nah, go the other
No,
way.
no, I know. I gotta put it
Oh,
side. That's pause. I gotta, you know what I mean? Mm.
it's
Come
crazy.
on, come on. It's too early, bro. What's up
It's
with
too early. It's too early, brother. It's too early, man. Yes, sir.
you? Man, I hate when it does
I
this.
like it like that though. In my end, it's good like that. Oh, you Gucci, man. What's up, my brother? How you feeling, man? Good battle, $3. Yeah.
We completed the objective, man.
Yes, you did. And I said this in my blog that I remember speaking to you at the beginning of the year. You told me how focused you were gonna be for the whole year 2025. And my brother, you have to stick true to that word and everything, a level of consistency the whole year. And I said also, man, you, Mook, Lux, Arsenal, it's good to see brothers who's been there for a long time, veterans, legend niggas that's having dope, real deal also.
Uh
It's good
huh.
to see brothers like y'all having dope years, man. It's good to see, man. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah. Talk to me about Reed, man. How you feel? Well, let's go ahead first. Changing venues, and real quick, I love your blog yesterday, man. I love the fact how deep, how real you kept it and everything, right? But for the
Okay.
people that are refreshing right quick though, man. When Chillin' them told you, yo, Cord, not tonight, man. We watch take this somewhere else though. How'd you feel?
No, they ain't tell me not tonight. What they what
Okay.
first off, they ain't do that.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear, my man. Part us up.
Word.
Part us
That's
up.
crazy. I ain't gonna
That's
lie, that's
crazy.
crazy. They didn't say that.
All right.
Uh uh Kenny, I was texting because he was at
Mhm.
the front. I was at the VIP. We was up there with like Remy was up there, like so we was coming down because originally, like I said, they called me and Reed. They said Reed and Cortez come to the stage, come get mic'd up. And then they said, nah, hold on. Matter of fact, Easy and Cassidy. I'm like, the hell? Like, the fuck? So me and my boys is already going downstairs. And I'm like, hold on. You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
then I bump into Chilla first. And I'm like, yo, Chilla, you know that's crazy, right? You know what I mean? And I told Chilla, we had our own little pride. But the main thing I told him was, I said, Chilla, how does that always look with Cortez? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, bro, it's always some shit about some vault or some battle that don't go down, like me and Surf on the first time or something like that. It's always some bad luck shit. I said, yo, bro, you not about to time these guys. I know this shit about to go over the time limit. You get what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be past 9. And I say, how do we know the people gonna stay? Yeah, this is Reed State. Reed get love. Like, don't get it twisted. But the whole soap opera was them two. Like, who's gonna want to sit there after that and hear me and Reed? You get what I'm saying? The crowd might be dead. The crowd could be terrible. The crowd could be tired. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or some shit could pop off. You know what I mean? And Chilla looked at me and he was like, damn, you're right. You know what I mean? And then Kenny come up to him. Kenny was like, cool, I understand. He was like, but if we get cut off after you and Reed and we don't do Cass and Easy, we put way too much money into this battle. I said, I get it. I'm not beefing, but I said, they knew I was pissed off. They knew I was pissed, bro. You know what I mean? So they were just like, "Yo, we're gonna figure it out, but let us try to film this already." You know what I mean? And get the entourages right. So I was like, you know, and then a fight broke out. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. Well, let me ask
So
you.
I was like, "Yo, what's
Number
going on?"
one, in hindsight, though, I feel like TBL should have not had 10 battles. I don't know. If you're in a time limit in a building
They
called 10 battles, my nigga, y'all
and
wild.
they moved fast. They was moving fast because it was what, an hour and a half that it was a pause because they sent somebody to go get new
Your mics.
mics.
Right.
So it would have been done. That's the crazy
Okay.
thing. They would have
That's true.
completed it.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, me, like people were watching the live pay per view. They didn't get to see me on the live pay per view. A lot of celebrities was watching the battles, the watch parties with Mook and
hmm
them. Like
hmm
that I wanted those eyes again so that people could be reminded, like, oh, Cole's still one of them. You
hmm
know what I'm
hmm
saying? It's
hmm
like that's what gets me. Like, yeah, the VOD is out, but the live pay-per-view was the real viewership. The people in that building was the real viewership. You don't understand how many people came up to me before the battle, like at the event. They was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, we love Reed. We know he got a dog fight tonight. We know how you've been playing. We know the year you've been on. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Reed, but we know that boy got a fight. And they was basically saying that like they was really talking like they thought me and Reed was gonna be the slugfest of the night. Like they
Mm,
was like, we don't know what Easy and Cass is gonna be. It could be a body either way, but they was like, y'all two was gonna be the dog fight. You know what
mm.
I mean? And I was like, I ain't come here for a dog fight. You know
But
what I
to
mean?
be
Like
honest, in all the predictions that I saw, though, a lot of niggas had you winning the battle, going into the battle. Though I didn't see too much people respect the Reed.
you shug,
I didn't see the nigga.
shug,
Suge.
shug,
Oh, Suge. All right.
shug.
But Suge love Reed though. To be fair though, that nigga love Reed though. Suge loves that nigga Reed though. I'm gonna give Suge some bail though, Core. He loves that nigga though. That's his favorite battle rap I
Nah,
think
nah,
of all
nah, nah.
time though. You
Nah,
know what I'm saying?
I know, Suge. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and Reed has that effect with a lot of people. So, I
Mm,
understood that coming into the battle. Like, this is still legend. This is still Hall of Fame. This is still an icon. Especially in the culture and for what he's done. And I'm battling him at home on a big stage. He's had battles at home, like with Tay Rock, but like they weren't this magnitude, and then the Cassidy
all right,
promo around it, and then
all
his
right.
own drama with Easy. I was really stuck in a soap opera between those three. I'm the fourth wheel. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I gotta
Word.
make sure that I don't just look out of place. Like it really was that. Like, you know what I mean? And that's really the approach I took to it. And I think it showed in the battle. Like every round, the direct personals, the angles that I touched on. We want to see the old you. You know what I mean? You're just a shell of yourself.
Mhm,
The city behind you.
mhm.
All that stuff. You know what I mean? Leading up to the third round, and then the third round, I felt like I had to sprinkle those things and paint this picture. And I did that and mixed it in with bars and flows and pockets, and it worked.
You know what's funny though? If you rap that night though, because shout out to Bill Collector, I think Bill Collector got a lot of love as he should, right?
Yeah.
But you'd have been in that conversation also. You should be in that conversation. I'm gonna say this now because I watch all the battles. But like you said, it was on the VOD. My niggas, I don't know if niggas watched it though, if they didn't get to see it though. But 3 rounds,
I
you might
think I
have the
think
best.
I had the best 3 rounds.
Yeah, you might. I ain't gonna hold you though, bro.
I'll be honest, I don't even say I think I know I had the best 3 rounds of the battle, like of the weekend.
On the
Of the
weekend, okay, on
weekend.
the
You
weekend,
feel what I'm
okay.
saying? Like, I do. I just feel like I was just in my bag, you know what I mean? And it was relevant stuff, of course, with Reed and Easy and stuff. Like, I put myself into the bochinche, the gossip, you know what I'm saying, in my own way,
Right,
and
right.
still, you know what I mean, came out, and I battled in a room full of Philly dudes, like a
Uh,
room full of them, like, you know what I mean.
can
So
I fuck with someone's mental though when you going to rap in someone's state though, city, and there's a lot of support for him? Yeah, niggas, they know Cortez is, but niggas love Reed though. You know what I'm saying?
I it can be that way, but I don't think they was gonna move biased with me. Now I ain't going. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. If Easy would have rapped in that room, I don't know if they would have gave him a shot. I'll be honest with you. They was saying it. They was like, "Yo, Cole, he could rap. He could rap in here." And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds good,
I don't
niggas.
know, boy. I don't know, boy. Like,
That's just crazy though.
you
So
know,
what's going through your
it
mind
is what
as
it
you're going
is.
to a new
Like.
venue? Are you pissed off? How you feeling driving to the next spot though?
I was fuming. I was
Yeah,
fuming. I told you we almost got it on with security. Like,
yeah. You
really,
just say
really
that. You
got it
just say
on.
that.
Like, really got it. Like, we squared up and all
With
that.
some
You know what I'm saying?
golden era battle
Yeah,
rap. Like
bro. Yeah, bro. I went in his
2026.
face. I was ready. Like we was on time, and like I was really about to just take the VIP bottles and start. Like, I really was about to be like, yo, fuck it, we trashing this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really was on that. And yo, this tells you when you know you're getting up there in age. Cause afterwards, when we walked outside, and I'm still. Get swole for this shit, man.
Son, that's real
I'm
talk
like,
though. That's
yo,
real. That's
I'm
real.
like, and my man is on time, and my man Rico's on time. He's like, course, whatever you want to do. And I'm like, yeah, but hold on, let me catch my breath, bro. Like, yo, bro, we too old to be fighting, bro. But it's just the emotions get the best
Right,
of you, and you
right.
just be like, it's just one of those things where it's just like, you really prepare and you really put the work in, and I really like, there was sleepless nights, and me doing the most to be prepared for this battle
Mm.
and being very disciplined and locked in. So you want to get your shit off. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that was more the frustration. But when they told me that they was trying to complete the objective with both battles, I
Mm.
was like, well, you guys got an hour to let me know. I'm gonna go get some food and sit down because I had Tim's on the whole event. I'm like, yo, I need
I
to
gotta sit
get
down.
get.
Yeah.
I gotta get my second win. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Right.
I did put it into my mind that okay, if we go here, it's gonna be the trenches for real, Philly. Like, all right,
Mm.
cool. But I knew my material was enough that I was confident in my material, my delivery, and my content that I was like, nah, they gotta fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't, it's obvious hate. You
Right.
know what I mean? I just knew. I feel like my material for this battle
Mm.
is better than my material for all my other battles I had this year. Like
Wow.
I honestly do. Like I feel like on Ill Will I was wilding.
Yeah, he's
King
wild.
I was wilding.
Yeah,
Ab I
yeah.
had fire stuff.
Mm.
All these battles I had fire stuff. But I feel like this
This one.
battle was everything, every department, personals, punches, delivery,
Mm.
pockets, cadence, flows,
Right.
street talk, just everything. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Just swag. You know what I mean? Just like I just felt like that was it.
We worried about getting heckled at all?
Nah, I told you I was willing to battle outside in front of the Phantom, in front of the Rolls.
Old school
Like
shit.
like
Old
like
school
it was
shit.
on a grimy block too, and I'm looking at the backdrop and I see the Phantom out there, and then I see like everybody out there, and I'm like, yo, if I just be like, yo, fuck it, let's go it right here, right now, like it's gonna look crazy. And everybody was out there on the block, that would have looked
That
crazy.
look kind of hard. That look
But
hard.
it was
Like hold you.
brick. It was brick though. I was like, damn, son, it's cold though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
Kenny was like, I was like, Kenny, I want to do this now. Like, I don't want to wait because I feel like that would have just turned up the whole block. Oh, like, and
Mm.
then that brings the energy and that's what the coach is built on. So I was like, you know what? Maybe we could do this. You know what I mean? That way. But they was like, nah. We gonna do it inside the venue. We gonna fit the people in. We don't want no cops or nothing coming up or people complaining and then it gets shut down. So I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? And I feel like it worked out. I do wish I performed in front of the people. I feel like the people deserve that performance, like in that building. I really, really, really am upset about that.
Right.
But I do feel like how the footage looks and how I look on footage is fine. And Reed too. Like I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not I'm not knocking Reed.
Right.
But as far as what I brung to the table on Saturday, I feel like it's the best 3 rounds of the weekend.
Gentlemen's.
I feel that way, gentlemen. Stuff.
I got it that
I
way. I
let
got
the
it.
people talk. I don't, I
I
don't do
told you.
that extra stuff. And
Right.
and
Right.
and
Right.
and I like the fact that Reed wasn't like he wasn't
Choppy,
stumbling or nothing.
choppy,
Yeah, yeah,
stumbling.
yeah. I
Me
love I
too.
love that, and I love this content. It wasn't like
Yes.
that.
Yes. That
I
was
just
good.
think I
That was
was
good,
much
man.
more direct. I think I was
Hmm.
just much more direct. But
His best battle
Reed is
this year
Reed.
was against you.
That's fire. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. Like a lot of the guys that I battled this year, their best battles was against me. I think Av's best performance was against me this year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think True Foe's best performance this year is against me. Now you
Equal
saying
battles.
now
Mm.
you saying
Yeah, Reed, definitely Reed.
Reed.
Yeah.
So I just feel
He
like all
was
right,
good against
cool.
Sharon, but he fucked up though. He fucked up against Sharon though.
He
He
had
was
other
good though.
battles going on. This
Yeah,
one
yeah,
just he was seriously locked in.
yeah.
So I love it. You know what I mean? It just lets me know that all right, I'm not just beating up on people on a C level. Like no, they're coming with their A game, and I want people to come with their A game against Cortez. I want them to look like they're taking it serious because I'm taking it serious.
But you guys were scheduled for what event that was? You guys were already scheduled for
With him and
the
Ice, which
ice
is
and
like
shit though.
end of August or yeah, like the middle of August or something.
So you switch it around basically.
I switched most of my material. I'm not gonna. It's. I mean, I had like the read flips and stuff, but my structure and my
Oh,
my
third call?
content.
That shit sounded like you wrote that shit
No,
last week.
no, no. Easy dropped the screenshots
Right,
Thursday night.
right.
Friday, when I woke up, I saw the screenshots, and I was like, I can't ignore this. I can't.
Facts, facts,
I'm
facts.
in the I'm
Right,
in like I said, I'm in the bochinche. Bochinche is the gossip. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
right,
in
right,
this.
right,
I
right.
have to do this. Like, you
Yes,
know what I'm
right.
saying? And I knew we was going right before him and Cass. So I said I have to address this now. Why also I thought maybe Reed would talk about it. Like I thought maybe Reed, maybe not that, but I thought he was definitely gonna send some shots towards Easy or
Me too. I
something.
thought so too. I
So
thought that.
so so I was like, I can't ignore this. You understand? So I was like, okay, cool. And I cooked up and I started cooking up the third, and then it just started flowing. Like everything started making sense. Like there was little stuff that I touched on, and I was like, but wait, this is a better story this way. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's not like I wasn't pandering. I was just like,
No, you were.
it's
You really wasn't paying. No, you wasn't though.
no at all. It was more or less like, yo, like I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? You should have got your back end. You should have got your back end. I'm not mad at that. I just feel
That's
like
the
when
payments bar you had. The payments bar. You should have got you the payments.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like all that is
yeah,
being slick. Like I rock with you, but
yeah.
when you mention Remy and all that stuff, and then he's like, I'm a married man, and I'm like, well, if you're a married man, then why are you mentioning his
Right.
girl?
Uh,
You know what
uh,
I'm saying?
uh,
It was like it just makes sense. We men, we stand on business. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
And I'm
mhm,
pretty sure Reed knows this principles and in his code and his law and stuff like that. If we men, we beef as men. I ain't
mhm.
gotta mention why I'm mentioning your girl or your family, your mom. No, I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? And people know me for that. So I felt like, okay, now I could give the people a real talk third round as well. I
Right.
was like, yeah, I have to do this. So yeah, I cooked it up on Friday, memorized it Friday night. Most part, got some sleep, woke up on Saturday, started cooking it up again, rehearsing. Next thing you know, it was locked in.
That's crazy. That third round was great. All three of rounds is fire, but that third round, I was like, okay, he's closing it out, talking to Reed. He's talking some
Hmm.
real shit to Reed Dollars right now and everything, though, man. Are you done for the year?
Yeah, I was gonna battle Hansel on Sunday at the URL event.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, so, oh,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
talk to me.
I'm sneaky,
Uh,
and I'm being very sneaky. He would have he probably saw the re-performance, or if he hasn't,
mm,
and then he's realizing he's walking into a whole different beast right now. But he would have learned the hard way. I would have put belt to ass on that boy on Sunday. You get what I'm saying? Like belt to ass. Like I don't. I'm just letting the performances speak for themselves. You understand?
right. You are.
So,
You are. You are.
if we would have battled that day, he would have walked right into it, and you know what I'm saying, it would have got dark for him too. But it didn't go down. We gonna work out some paperwork, and we got to work out some money and stuff. But that would have also been my return to URL.
Since
You
Clutch?
understand?
Since Clutch, right? Not
Huh?
Clutch. No, since Clutch. So, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah,
Clutch.
clutch. But
Yeah.
like I don't be trying to knock the clutch battle. I just wasn't really into, it was too much going on. But I think no, Kid Slade,
Get slayed,
my
get
last battle.
slayed, slayed,
You
slayed,
know?
slayed.
But it's just a matter of if I'm gonna make a return, or if I'm gonna, step on that stage, like I do want it to make sense. You know what I mean? Hansel right now, I don't know if Hansel really makes sense right now after this performance,
Mm.
but I know he was just talking, and I was like, you know what? I could line him up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll line him up real quick. You feel me?
Yeah, so I rock with you, youngin, but oh no, bro.
Stay. Telling dudes,
Oh
man, stay.
no.
You know what I mean? It'll get dark.
What made you change your mind and be okay, Hansel? Let's talk now. Now you got my attention now.
He don't got my attention. It was just the business. It was just the business opportunity that was presented to me.
Okay, okay.
Which we still trying to work out. So I was like, okay, right now, three. I told you, like, I'm not. It's not really about. I'm not in the space to just be battle rapping or battle rapping. I want everything to be a calculated move, and I
Okay.
want everything to make sense, not just financially,
Mm,
but like I just feel like I give better performances when I move like this, and this year has shown that. that
Mm.
this is the Cortez people want to see, so I have to move like this. If I start taking battles just to
Yeah,
rack up bread, it's
yeah.
not worth it.
So Hansel next year then basically, right? 2026, I would think.
Possibly, yeah,
Possible.
possibly. I say it's 50-50. If we could get the logistics right and make it make sense and get it on something that's worth my while, then yeah, it'll go.
Did you call out Calico also? Did I see that right?
I've been telling Cal like, what's
Yeah,
up?
I don't know.
But I only want Cal if he gonna take it serious. Like that's another thing. Like
Right.
I don't want to battle Calico for no reason. Like I don't
Mm,
want that. You know what I mean? I
right.
want the battle to make sense. We could do it in Detroit.
Mm.
You could do it in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Be the same situation as how Reed Dollars was. I'll go to your hood. You know what I'm saying? Like
Go pull up,
maybe
though.
I
Go
know
pull up.
he'll take it serious there because he's not gonna try to take an L there. You get what I'm saying? So
Right. Good point.
whatever
Good
I gotta
point.
do to get him
Good point.
motivated or get him ramped up. But Cal's not stupid though. He watches. He knows there's bodegas everywhere, man. He knows that. So it is
Mm.
what it is. If I say Cal, I say Froze.
You and
I love
froze.
Froze contents against Chiller.
Okay, yeah, he was
I
wild. Froze was
loved his
wild. Yeah,
content against
he
Chiller.
was wild.
And
He was
if I
wild.
sneeze, it'll cause a 2 hour delay.
Hey, that was hard, froze. That was
That was
hard.
crazy. That was crazy.
That was hard.
Um,
That was hard.
Cal, Froze, Chef,
You and Chef. I like you and Chef.
um,
Trevor getting busy too.
maybe Fonz.
I like we be making definitely Fawn
No,
should be in there.
no,
I
I'm just
love
saying
you and
like
Fawn. Ooh.
those four, and then you sprinkle in a little Hansel, sprinkle them in.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. I think you and Fawn are the
He'll
one.
put him in as a bonus. You know what I'm saying? As a little asterisk. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna seem
Incentive.
to get bad as
He's an
hell,
incentive.
man. That's so bad. You talking crazy.
You know what I mean?
Oh my
You know
god,
what I mean?
man.
Try to fit him in my schedule, and then I just honestly think like those
Those
battles right
ones.
there, like dope battles. I think those the matchups make sense. And I think it'll be fun. At the end of the day, I do want these battles to be fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want them to be fun. I want them to be entertaining. And
Mhm.
I just want to continue to move like this at this pace.
Got you. Is it fair that TBL's getting blasted the way they are? This is their first event they've had where it didn't really run smoothly.
But then again, backlash.
A lot of backlash, core from the mic issues to y'all battle
Um,
down. Charlie, Vixen, Charlie was sick and everything like that. Some of Jay the Nightwing A-Ward, I thought that was gonna be a very, very fire battle, but people in the building could not hear Jay the Nightwing rap.
I haven't watched it back on the pay per view yet. I was
Right.
really,
It was
but I
nasty,
do
nasty.
remember in the building, and I was like, "Oh, they about to shake the room." Like I thought that. I was like, "Yeah, them two about to shake the room." And then I was rehearsing in the corner because I don't really watch the battles on the day that I battle, right?
Okay.
So I'm in the corner rehearsing, and then I'm talking to my man, and I'm like, "Yo, I don't hear nobody rapping." He's like, "Oh, that battle's over." I was like, "What?" I didn't even hear nobody go crazy, no nothing. Like I ain't hear no reactions, no room rockers. And he was like, "Nah, bro." And it was like Jay was like Jay Knight when he looked frustrated, like he was like,
You did.
you know
You
what I
know,
mean?
I'm
And
excited.
it's kind of bad, yeah.
He
Now, do
fought,
they deserve,
he fought through it though. I give him that he fought through it though. You know what I
you
mean?
know,
But
now does TBL deserve the backlash?
yeah,
I had my gripe with them. They made it right with me.
okay.
I could say that. You know what I mean? Um, they've never done bad business. You know what I mean? Do I think they bit off more than they could chew? No, because they
Okay.
completed the objective. Only thing
What,
I say is don't book a venue. Only
your
thing I
main
say is
event, call your main event doesn't go down. That's not finishing the objective though, bro.
no. What I'm saying is, as in like selling the card and
Okay, all
getting the
right.
people in and putting it together. They had everything mapped out. I still would say Easy and Cass could have controlled things a little bit better. I think emotions, when it gets to that point, are all over the place. And it is. They are all over the place. We
Right.
know that. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you gotta have those things. just in case. You know what I mean? This that wasn't a regular battle. I don't know if there's ever been a battle with that much tension between the
I can't
two.
recall it.
I don't think so. Like battle rap stuff, but you know that it's not gonna go
I,
nowhere.
hold on, I got one. Hitman and Arsenal.
Nah, nah, not like
Cortez,
this. Not the promo. Not the promo that
not the promo. Okay, not the promo. Not the promo. Okay, okay, okay. All
not
right.
the promo that Cassidy was on, and then
Yeah,
Easy doing the
Cass.
documentary and all this.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
can I get your opinion on the recap?
On the battle, a shit
Yeah,
show, a fucking shit show, a shit show.
that's what you
Despicable,
say. The 1 round
unprofessional,
and a half,
unprofessional. I don't.
both on both parties,
Incomplete. Call incomplete, man.
on
Incomplete.
both parties.
Both parties, man. Because it's weird, right? Because I like Easy Round was cool. I thought it was at
Up
some
there,
parts.
up there, up
Yeah,
there.
it was like that. I think somebody else would have gave him a different fight, a different fight if he came at them the way he did. You know what I
Uh
mean?
huh.
Cass wasn't bad, but Cass had some lines like and everything like
The
that. You know,
barbershop or whatever.
yeah, the buffet and everything like that. I was Gucci off that and shit like
I
that.
just like where he said, "Your mother predicament, your mother, and she's struggling, she's struggling."
The way the nigga says that shit, that's crazy.
Yo, I've been walking around saying that shit for the last 3 days, just in the street, like, well, you struggling, you struggling. I see, yo, bro, let me get $5. Yo, you struggling. Like, he said it.
That's a different nigga, man. He's a different nigga. That's a different dude right there, man.
It's
But let
how
me
he
ask you,
says it though. He's like the predicament your mother's in. She's struggling. I'm
like,
like, yo.
how would you have handled that situation if you were in that situation if you're Easy though?
um,
You're from Brooklyn. Niggas say you're not from Brooklyn. Then you got niggas beat. Then let's say you got AZ, Smooth the Hustler, and some other niggas. Red Cafe, standing by like Cassidy.
and Mano,
Mano,
and Mano and
Mano,
Fab, like, yo,
Mano.
I never seen him. I seen Misfit. I never seen him. I never seen like, yo,
Oh my god,
that'd be crazy.
that'd be crazy,
But
right?
like I had a conversation with E. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like I had a real conversation, like a real conversation with him. I don't, I don't like the bias blogging. I
okay,
think if you're a blogger, if you're
mm-hmm.
if you're a media outlet, you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to stay neutral.
Right, got you.
I it's very clear there's an agenda. It's
Mm-hmm.
very clear, it's very obvious. Now, what goes on behind the scenes and why, I don't know.
Right, 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 right,
You know what I
right,
mean? And it's none of my business either, but
right.
I really don't know. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, all right, like, y'all making it very clear. You know what I'm saying? I know knowledge for years.
Knowledge on front. I never see knowledge like this
He's
before.
on timing. Yo, look at this nigga. Yo, look at him peel it up.
Bro, I've
Yo,
never
look,
seen
Cash. Look,
knowledge
I'm
like
like, yo,
this, my
bro,
nigga.
what?
I've never seen knowledge on that type of time before.
I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
okay, all
That's
right, hip
personal.
hop,
Personal.
hip hop is real. It's on
They on some
bullshit.
bullshit
You
though.
know what I'm saying?
That's like that,
But
man.
if I was Easy, I don't know how to repair it because I really don't know what's the root of it. Like I was telling him, and I'll say this. It's got to be more than just Remy, bro. It can't be just Remy.
It
Like,
ain't just Remy.
why
It ain't just
y'all
Remy.
mad?
Nah. It ain't just
Like
Remy, bro. Call. Nah, I ain't jacking that. No, not just Remy. More than
it's
that.
not. It's something else. You know what I mean?
I
Hey, all
think
right. If
Remy.
he's
I think Remy's in a totem pole. If you ask me why niggas feel some type of way
yeah,
about the nigga.
because it's like I I get if you and Easy had a back and forth, but like he's having back and forth with everybody. Now they say, you know what I mean, oh, he was lying or about getting knocked out, or they say, oh, he moved like a snake and
Mm,
he's not from Philly and all this. Listen, this whole Pottsville thing, I get it. If you claim in the city and the niggas is like, well, what block you from? Especially if you talking the street talk and you claiming something, right? That's kind of like a false flag, and
right,
somebody
right.
saying they blood, somebody saying they crip, and they not really outside like that. You
You've been saying
understand?
murder ad for over a decade. Like nobody's ever questioned that.
Because there's really footage of me, like you get what I'm saying.
Right,
Now the
right,
thing
right,
is this. Now the thing is this. It was good for the entertainment, but then when
right.
you get in the building, I could really see that no, bro, they was not jacking. They was not jacking like nah. They was like nah.
Wow.
He's not from here. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? We not fucking with you. You understand? So if I look at that, I'm like, all right, cool. Now, is it my business to tell people, yo, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all? My mom's is a smoker. right?
Mm.
This is battle rap. I put my moms out there. Somebody be like, "Oh, that was your mom's." Yo, bro, you know I used to sell her packs. Da, da, da. Dudes be clout chasing. Yo, this is mom right here. Watch, I sold her this. Da, 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 da. Yo, she used to be over here. Da, 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 da. You see how they gave him information. And not just cats. I'm just talking about even before
Right,
that. Like
right,
it's
right.
battle rap. I'm gonna give you up all this information. Like, yo, bro, I'm from here. I moved around. You know what I mean? Or we was in the foster system, or we, my mom's wasn't take care of. We was getting bounced around because my mom's was on drugs. All that stuff, whatever it is what it is. But I'm from here.
Right.
Now, could he have handled it a little bit better? Probably.
Mm.
It is what it is though. Like it's just like, how you gonna do this? Because they loved you at one time.
Mm.
They loved that man. He could do no wrong.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. To the point, I think he felt like he told me one time in DNA.
He was
I
like, they're
don't.
never gonna not, because
They
he
never.
said that
They
one
never.
time, and I
The fans
and
are
I
never
had
gonna
told him
turn.
that back then. I had told him, I said, no, that tide is gonna turn. I didn't think it was gonna be like this.
Yeah,
Because if
it's
they
on
love you, then they hate
steroids.
you, then they
On
love you
steroids,
again.
core. It's on steroids, my nigga.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing I feel like the bloggers are extremely biased on them. You know, people try to. I don't want to say it's clout
Mm-hmm.
because there's people that I see that are like on his helmet that I never seen them move like that before. So I'm like, yo, what did he do? Like what? Like why y'all mad? Y'all
Right.
mad at him? Mad at
Well,
him?
I had Ines on last night. Ines said he doesn't like the fact that Eazy so gun ho about being the king of Philly.
Mm.
Which I don't know if Eazy really. I don't know if Eazy cares about that as much as people say he does. But I don't know. But that's
This
how.
is the game. I ain't saying this because of me, motherfucker. But it's because of me, motherfucker. Like you know what I'm saying? Maybe they feel like he used them as stepping stones. But again, that's something that's with them.
Right, Philly
You
shit.
get what I'm
Right,
saying? Like it's
right.
it's deep rooted with them,
Philly
and
shit. Yeah.
that has to be clarified. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Whatever it is with Reed, whatever it is with Cash, whatever it is with Ines, or whatever it is,
But did you
but
see Hitman? Have you seen what Hitman been doing? Him and Hitman's back and forth. Hitman, Core, you battle Hitman. Okay, you got a classic, a certified classic with this man. I don't ever recall Hitman being like coming at. He rarely goes against his peers, especially after a battle. Niggas already battled like 2 years ago.
I don't
You and
understand.
Hitman had no problems since y'all battle. Y'all ain't had no issues since then.
Nah.
Yeah,
That was a different Hitman though. That was a different
yeah,
Hitman.
that's true. That's
You
true.
know what I mean? It's two things with me and Hitman. Like from what I see, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Hitman needs to insert himself in anything that's going on with battle rap because he holds himself as he's the biggest thing in battle rap and bigger than battle rap.
He's blogging
For the
now. Just because he said
huh?
he's blogging now. He said he's blogging now, so he
So
wants to get
now, so
opinion.
now that's the thing, right? So like if we're looking at Hitman as the brand, because I'm blogger too. You see, I
Right?
dropped the blog
Absolutely,
too, right?
absolutely,
So
absolutely, absolutely.
so if you're looking at it as Hitman Holla, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there like Holla, why you commenting on that, right? That's how
Mm-hmm.
would you look at it. But
Mm-hmm.
then when it becomes that you're a blogger, there's gonna be people that's gonna be offended. And when you start moving into this space, now you're gonna ruffle some feathers. Hitman, I'm pretty sure he understands. He's gonna ruffle some feathers with his opinion because they know that he garners a lot
Attention.
more attention from
Absolutely.
his subscription and
Yes.
his followers
Yes.
and stuff,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Mhm.
So you might be like, damn, bro, you saying it is gonna amplify you,
Absolutely.
right? It's the same thing with Goods. Goods started blogging and people were getting offended with Goods' opinions on things. So
Mhm.
it is a clear space. Now, Hitman though, the only thing I say with Hitman is, and just some real shit, Hitman don't like when people talk about him.
Mhm.
He don't. He
You
don't.
know, he doesn't.
He
He doesn't.
stands on business though. It's not
He
like he
does.
pick and chooses though.
He
Like
stand up business.
it's
He
not
stand
like
up
he
business.
says it's like one person says something
Yeah, no,
about him and he
he stand up
ignores it, and
business.
another
Yeah.
no. You say something about Hitman, Hitman is like, what type of shit you want, you bitch ass nigga? Da, da, da. He gonna go off.
Out the gate, he's like that.
So
He
so
been
with
like that over a
Holla,
decade. That whole decade, the nigga been like that.
yeah. So with Holla.
Yeah.
It's to the point where like people used to use that against him, like, yo, bro,
Mhm.
you're always
Emotional,
feeling
all
away
that.
about
Yeah.
something.
Mhm.
But now he's in that space where he's gonna be commenting on
But
people.
Corey said
So
he said let's take it to the hands though.
that's what the point I was getting at.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Holla, if you know that you're gonna be talking about people, and they're gonna get fit, and then you're gonna be like, well, fuck it, then let's fight. Then don't even do this. Don't even do this, bro. We listen, guys. Listen. I'm doing this not just to all of us,
Right, right.
but we are
Right.
too old. We are too old to be acting like this. Can we please act a little bit more mature? Can we please act like we've been somewhere before? Please?
Oh my
Like,
God.
like I told you, even me, I got it over to security guard, and
Right,
then
right.
afterwards when I got out, I'm like, bro, I
Right.
can't be doing this, bro.
Me
Like I
too.
can't, like,
Cassidy, I felt Serious Joe. I'm like, my nigga, I would never put myself in a position to carry on like that ever again. I don't
yeah,
allow
yeah,
that type of time, man.
yeah, and of course it brings views,
Yes.
it garners attention and all that, but like
Mhm.
Hitman don't really need the views.
You
So
don't need that.
I
You
don't
don't need
ever think I don't really think it's for him like to
Is it
do views
personal
or
though?
clout
It's
chasing.
not personal though, Cole.
No, it does sound personal, and whatever it is between them is between them. It's not my business.
Right, of
But
course, of
but
course, of
but
course.
they're putting it out there for people to make an opinion. So now holla when people make an opinion, or easy too when people make an opinion. You can't get mad. You got to eat it because y'all are putting it out there. You
Mm.
know, if I say an opinion about it, then I got to be able to understand that there's gonna be backlash from it. You know, and that's the only thing I was gonna say with holla. Like I don't think holla like I don't think he clout chases
No, I don't think
or
Coach Jason.
anything like that. But he gets
I
very
think he's
upset when
giving his
people
personal.
comment on him.
I think he's giving his personal assessment, how he looks at things, right? But I think sometimes, like you said, I don't think you guys like when it comes from your peers. I think y'all be one, maybe y'all. They expect Hitman to be a little PC, I guess, right? Compared to us
Um.
bloggers, and he's not gonna do that like that,
Okay. Okay. Me,
right?
I always been hated on by my
Right.
peers. My peers have always talked shit.
Yes,
My peers
yes.
have always tried to downplay,
Mhm.
right? So I got tough skin with that. That don't bother me, right? It doesn't bother me. Now there is a little hierarchy with some battle rappers that they don't like that people say keep it real or keep it real about them. Yo, bro, you choked all 3 rounds, you lost. Yo, but why you saying that for? You know what I'm saying? Like there are guys that's like that.
Yes,
I don't, you know what I mean? I necessarily don't like that because everybody can have an off day. Everybody has a great day, and niggas love it when you giving them praise. Yo, yeah, such a crazy performance. So take the good with the bad. It is
yes,
what it is. You know
yes.
what I mean? But as far as just entering this blog space, I think Holla just is gonna understand, or he probably does already understand. He probably already realized, like, yo, like I'm already about to fight with this dude. Like, if I'm gonna doing this blog and shit, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, figure out how to make himself look still like in control. You never want to look like you lose control because you get mad or whatever like that,
It's
especially with
something about
somebody you already
Easy though, Cole.
battled.
It's something about Easy that rubs niggas the wrong way when niggas
It
want.
is, it
It's
is, and
something
that's
about that nigga. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. But
now. I mean, again, I'm out the way.
me too. I'm out the way.
I
I'm
said
not.
it in the battle. I said, yo, as far as me, I'm out the way.
You
Ain't
did
nothing you
say
can
that.
say,
You did
my
say
G.
that. You
You
did.
know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's
Yeah.
it's it's really for me, it's none of my business. I come to the battles, I get my coins, you know what I'm saying? And I keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Like I really don't try to involve and stuff like that. And remember, I was a part of a lot of messy stuff early on in the culture.
When
And
shit
I
was
and I
real. When shit was
yeah,
real.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
for me, it's like I'm over it.
Yeah. I'm older than my
Me,
time.
me
Yeah.
personally, I'm over it. Like I seen like even with the like even with the Hansel situation, when I jumped into spaces and he started talking crazy,
Right.
and I went crazy, and then I had to catch myself, and
Mm.
I was like, yo, like this is why I don't play with y'all because it's like y'all think because we battle rappers, you could just talk any which way.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just talk any which way. Even
Right.
yesterday, J2 made a and I'm mentioning this because like I would never battle J2. Like it's not something that interests me or
Mm-hmm.
like something that I would even do. Like
Okay.
I it would be a waste of my time. But he made a comment about Easy's material, and he was like oh, if he would have battled Tay Rock or Twerk with this material, he'd have got sent to the
I
guards
saw
or
that. I saw
whatever
that
like
tweet.
that.
I saw that.
Right. And I said, this doesn't make no sense. Now, why was it on my timeline? Because I don't even know if I followed J2, but
Mm-hmm.
like it was on my timeline. And
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that came off as hate more than anything. This is why I felt like it was hate. You're a battle rapper. You know when you write for each opponent is different. What I write for you and what I write for somebody else, my material for somebody else might just come out better because there's
Mm.
more stuff for me to talk about, better name flips,
Right.
unused name flips. Like everything that I might have to talk about against you might be better. And then what I had to write for this person, it might be okay, but it's a different angle, different everything.
Right.
You know that as a battle rapper what Easy would have to write for Tay Rock or Twerk, he would probably go into the battle like, I gotta punch more, I gotta scheme more, I gotta do this more. You
Right.
know what you gotta go into, what strengths you gotta play towards.
Mm.
So saying that and you're a battle rapper, you know that don't make no sense. You know there's angle writing, right? So I said that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And it's really like what you're showing is you don't fuck with Easy, which we know already. You beef it with Easy. Okay, cool. But you're inserting yourself in the timeline for
Mm.
attention. That's
Mm.
one. Nobody asked for your opinion. That's one, right? So you showing that you're showing your emotions and how you feel about Easy, right?
Mm.
Cool. Whatever beef y'all got is nobody's
Well, remember
business.
that, but I'm gonna shoot J2 one bail. Easy got him kicked off a card, and I think
Yeah,
that's
he
why
got him
he
kicked
was
off a
right.
card, but he
Right.
said certain things,
Mm.
right? He said certain things to Sko, and he said certain things that, as a man, some people are not going to jack with. Now, J2 be flying off the handle with certain things.
Mm.
He's a
Mm.
man. Yo, you can
Mm.
say whatever you want, but there's consequences for that. And if your stock is not strong enough where the league has to keep you on the card, you're going to get kicked off.
Mm.
If Easy has that much to sell on the card, and they're gonna sit there and say, and then he sits there and say, but I'm only doing this battle if he's not on it. My man, Isaiah Thomas didn't get put on the dream team because Jordan said, clip him. That was Isaiah
Boy,
Thomas.
they got on the phone right quick.
Yo,
Ex
let me
that
get
nigga.
yo, call John Stockton, man.
Lord.
You
Well, let me
you
ask
get
you,
what I'm saying?
it's mixed emotions about Easy doing that, getting people not in the building. Hitman alluded to that also. He also saying that he'd rather have the niggas that don't like him in the building. I want y'all to be here
I
to see
kind
what
of
I
do.
do.
I kind of agree with that though. I do
You're,
kind of agree
you're
with
from the
that.
era. You're from the era. So I get it.
I kind of agree with that, and it's on some like it is what it is. If it goes down, it goes down.
Mm.
But um, if he's looking at it more like yo, like I ain't even trying to go there with dudes, you know what I'm saying? Then it is what it is. Like
Right.
I can't. I get it, but I don't get it, and I do agree with that. Like. Like I'd rather y'all sit right there. Why? Because I'm actually gonna probably include y'all in my rhymes too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Right.
gonna tell y'all about yourselves too.
Right. Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But let me land the thing with the J2 thing
Yes,
real
sir.
quick, because
Yes, sir.
what I was saying was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? You don't rock with him, whatever. But my response to him was strictly about writing and battle rap.
Mm.
And then he responds, no, it doesn't. Da 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 da. This is why you be losing, right? And it's what he said to me, right? And I say, yo, you wouldn't talk to me like that in person. First
Mm.
off,
Mm.
second off, nobody's playing with you or nobody's talking to you about that.
Mm.
Like, but you think you can talk to me that way. You
Mm.
get what I'm saying? And dudes think it's just because it's battle rap that they could talk to you anyway. Hands like these are the things that I say I don't think are cool and I think they're lame. I think it shows straight lame bozo behavior. You get
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like there's gotta be some type of discord where like, yo, bro, I'm a grown man. I don't play with y'all. This is why I come to the events, do what I do, and leave. J2, you couldn't tie my shoes. Hansel, you can't tie my shoes. Hansel got a little bit more motion than J2. You understand? But at the end of the day, if you're just matching accolades and stuff like that, yo, you guys are years behind me. You guys might be a decade behind me. And I don't even need your respect. I'm not asking for your respect. But what would make y'all think y'all could play and talk? And it's not just me, but it's done. I see it constantly. You understand? Across the board, where people just talk crazy and say things and then don't think there's consequences for
Versus,
that.
gotcha.
You understand? And and
Right.
and it could be consequences. It don't have to be physical. It don't have to be no shit where like we wash niggas when we walk in the building.
Right.
It could be shit like you get kicked off a card, you get banned from a thing. You understand? Because dudes are thinking this is all just battle rap. Not everything is battle rap, and not everybody is gonna play with you or play with you the same way. You understand? So these things get thrown around all the time, and I think Eazy's mixed up in a lot of that stuff, and he's handled things differently with certain people, and maybe that's why it's rubbing everyone the wrong way. You know, um, I don't, I really want to watch Hitman's blog because I seen it and he was making some good points,
He got
so I really
two. He
want
got
to see
two.
it.
He did one
He
last night.
got two now.
Another one last night. Did one last night again.
So you know, I want to watch it and have a, like a real honest opinion on it.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
my opinion here was just more just me knowing Holla. You know what I'm saying? And like again, Holla, that's my guy. Like, you know what I mean? We first time in New York, I battled out there. He gave me a shot.
Classic.
Like,
Classic.
this is super dope. I even remember when I battled Meta. And not
In
my first time
St.
in St.
Louis. In
Louis. He
St.
came,
Louis.
he pulled up
Right.
from, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
it's definitely love. But you know, he's entering that space, and as he enters that space, I don't think he needs to be getting so, you know, like aggressive.
And hey,
But
man,
then,
stop yelling
but
at
the,
the trolls, man, on your chat, man. Them niggas, they're gonna stress you out, man.
I
So,
gotta watch this blog because everybody keeps saying this stuff. But hey, he gonna get the views. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
But
absolutely
it's
is.
just but it's
Right.
just but it's just a matter of Eazy, man. I don't know what Eazy gonna do to reverse. Like, where's his reverse Uno card?
My
Because it's
nigga, is he
like
the most hated battle rapper we've had in this culture?
ever.
Over you, DNA, John, y'all got
Yeah,
hate.
because I think our hate was more or less rapping related. I
Mhm.
think this is deeper than rap with Easy. I think it's deeper than rap. I don't
Cap,
know.
cap,
But
cap,
I can't put my finger
I
on it.
never seen a battle rapper get so questioned by his character like this, brother.
Yeah, and it may be things that Easy knows. You know what I mean? Like from the conversations I've had with him, that he knows like things could be done differently and
Right.
stuff like that. But everyone again has done stuff on camera that's looked lame before,
I have.
or stuff. You know what I mean? So you know, you learn. There's a lot of times we'll look back at the camera like, damn, I didn't even know it came off that way.
Facts.
Like you don't think you look emotional and then you look emotional.
You look
You know what I'm saying?
crazy. I
So
look crazy.
yeah. So you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I did my thing. I did my
Full
thing.
circle, my nigga did his thing.
I
Had a
did my
great year.
thing,
Had
bro.
a great
You know what I
year.
mean?
I'm hoping you take that you had this year going to 2026, man. You kept your word, brother. You told me, yo, I'm not playing. I'm Gucci. Last year, whatever I had to deal with this year, and you've
Big
been
facts, big facts. And I do want to say,
wilding.
and I do want to say thank you to everyone that's been supporting me. Thank you to the fans. A lot of fans have sent me money like to put on my son's books and
Wow.
certain stuff like that. So like, I really appreciate the people that, you know what I mean, just yo, bro. I was just walking the other day in the street and some dude was like, "Cool," and I was like, "Yo, what up?" He was like, "Yo, salute to you being a good father." Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? I hope your son come home soon. Like
Word,
stuff like
dope,
that. I was
dope,
like, oh, that
dope,
was dope. You know what I mean?
dope.
So it's like, you know, it's love and you know what I mean, for everyone that's, you know what I mean, sent money or put money on his books. I
Word.
appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we're gonna keep rocking 2026.
All right. My nigga, we're talking next year, man. You know what it is, man. You know I love you, my nigga.
My guy.
My guy, man. Shout out my nigga Cortez, Brooklyn, in a motherfucking building, Murder Ave. You know the vibes.